Mic check, mic check.
Good evening and welcome to the 52nd annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony at the United States Capitol. I am Stephen Ayers, the architect of the Capitol, and I'm excited this evening to serve as your master of ceremonies. And first, I'd like to extend a big thank you to the United States Air Force Ceremonial Brass Band under the direction of Captain Dustin Doyle. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. In 1964, the 8th architect of the Capitol, George Stewart, at the suggestion of the Speaker of the House, John McCormick, established the annual tradition of decorating a tree. By 1970, the United States Forest Service joined in the holiday cheer by providing a Capitol Christmas tree from one of America's spectacular and inspiring national forests. And this year, ladies and gentlemen, the Payette National Forest in Idaho graciously provided this magnificent Engelmann spruce behind me to serve as the 2016 Capitol Christmas tree. In keeping with tradition, the Speaker of the House, the Honorable Paul Ryan, will share his holiday greetings with you and officially light this tree. But before we get there, let me welcome members of Congress and our distinguished guests, our Capitol Hill neighbors, and those of you that are visiting the nation's capital today. We are so happy you elected to join us in celebrating this most wonderful time of year on the west front of the Capitol. Joining me this evening are members of the Idaho Delegation, Senator Mike Crapo, Senator Jim Risch, Congressman Raul Labrador, and Congressman Mike Simpson. And this gorgeous Engelmann spruce is a gift from the great state of Idaho. The handmade ornaments from recycled materials were crafted by children and others in the community across the Gem State. They represent the diversity and ingenuity of Idaho. Colorful flowers, bright blue birds, delicate butterflies, and of course, sacks of potatoes. And speaking of ornaments, each year, the United States Capitol Historical Society presents a stunning ornament to place upon this tree. And this year's ornament features a Capitol carved in marble, resting on 24-karat gold filigree. And it's my pleasure to introduce the Chief Historian of the Capitol Historic Society, Chuck Diagiamanconio. Chuck?
Thank you, Mr. Ayers. On behalf of the U.S. Capitol Historical Society, I'd like to present the 2016 Christmas tree ornament, which in a sense is just coming home since it's made from marble recycled from the east steps of the house wing when they were removed in 1995. So Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy Holidays.
Thank you, Chuck.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chuck. For more than 4 decades, the United States Forest Service and the architect of the Capitol have partnered to bring a Christmas tree to the Capitol. And each year, the Forest Service selects one of our nation's marvelous national forests to provide a stunning tree to grace the West Front lawn. And these beautiful and magnificent trees never disappoint. I'd like to thank the dedicated folks of the United States Forest Service, both the staff here in Washington and the Payette National Forest staff in Idaho, who helped make this event possible. We really appreciate your commitment to hashtag #PayItForward on your cross-country journey to Washington, D.C. by spreading holiday cheer across this great country. And joining us tonight is the Honorable Tom Tidwell, Chief of the United States Forest Service. Now, he's a Boise boy, born and raised in Idaho, so I'm sure you want to listen to his message. Tom?
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you, it's great to be here tonight, and thank you all for coming out and enjoying this kind of warm, little wet evening here. I know folks from Idaho, this is kind of a balmy night for you, so I don't have to worry about you. So thanks for everybody for coming out. You know, each year, as Stephen shared, the Forest Service has the honor of providing a tree for the Capitol. And it's called the People's Tree for a really good reason, because it reminds us as a nation that, yes, there's a lot of diverse interests in this country, but we're one as American people. We share a unique history, unique values, and a homeland that remains the envy of the world. And I'll tell you, this tree stands for one of the many things that makes our country great. It's a place to live where our millions of acres of forest contribute to so much of everything that we do, and especially to the quality of life that we have. Tonight, this tree represents the challenges that we face today in our forests to make sure that they continue to provide the clean air, the clean water, the biodiversity, the recreational settings, the economic activity, and most of all, once again, that quality of life. So it's great to be here tonight. I want to thank all the partners that made this happen, because the way that we get this done is the way we get everything done, is by working together with our communities and our partners. And finally, I just want to share with a holiday wish, as we're sitting here tonight, for all of us to think about the men and women that this country and our military protecting us to ensure that we get to enjoy these freedoms. So for all of us, if we can just think about those folks throughout this holiday period, I'd appreciate it. And thank you again for letting me be part of this evening with you.
Thank you, Chief Tidwell. His team delivered the Capitol Christmas tree to the West Front about a week ago. And once it arrived, our dedicated grounds crew went to work decorating it with thousands of lights and hung ornaments that we mentioned earlier. And didn't they do a fantastic job? Let me also thank Ted Bechtel, our superintendent of Capitol Grounds, who worked closely with the team in Idaho to bring this tree here to the Capitol. Ted had the tough task of selecting one tree from the millions of trees in the vast Payette National Forest, and I think he chose well. Next, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce members of the Idaho Congressional Delegation. First up is the official sponsor of the tree, the Honorable Mike Crapo.
Thank you. Isn't it great to have this wonderful weather? We Idahoans are proud to help kick off the Christmas season by presenting the nation with the People's Tree. My wish is that this tree will be the beacon of hope to those that may be struggling or are separated from loved ones. Let this tree be a sign of good cheer and the holiday season and bring us together. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Senator Crapo. Please join me now, ladies and gentlemen, in welcoming Senator Jim Risch.
Merry Christmas, America. On behalf of the people of the great state of Idaho, this is our present to you from McCall, Idaho. God bless you. Have a great and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, Senator Risch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Congressman Raul Labrador.
Merry Christmas. How many Idahoans do we have here? Thank you all for being here. Too bad about the weather, but this is a wonderful event. This is a great pride for the state of Idaho. And may God bless you. May God bless the state of Idaho.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce to you the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Paul Ryan has served the people from the 1st Congressional District of Wisconsin since 1999 and Speaker in 2015. Tonight, the Speaker will be joined by... Oops.
I'm right here.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I
all
didn't
good.
see you there.
No, it's all good.
You're welcome. Come
Please,
on in.
please. I'll introduce Isabella in a minute here. You know, I can't help but thinking, if we were in Idaho, or Wisconsin for that matter, it would be snowing right now, wouldn't it? Just sideways, though. Well, in the words of Yogi Berra, at least it's a dry rain. Either way, this is a night to be grateful. Grateful for everyone who put this together. Stephen and his team, the Forest Service, the people of Idaho. We are just grateful to have this chance to celebrate this wonderful moment with you. So I simply want to say to all of you, whatever you did to make this happen, thank you very, very much. Not to get too carried away, but I couldn't help but be more hopeful about our country than we are tonight. And by that, I don't just mean that we're optimistic, though we are. What I mean is to see so many people work so hard for so long to give our capital some Christmas cheer. It's nothing short of inspiring. Hope is not the expectation of good fortune, it is the demonstration of goodwill. It is the determination to do good, whatever the consequences may be. That is the message of the Christmas story. Christ's birth, like this tree, is a reminder that God is always with us. We may neglect him, we may reject him, but he never forsakes us. He always welcomes us back into his warm embrace. He lights our way. He makes straight our path. He fills every valley and brings every mountain low. We have only to accept the love that he offers us. That is what we are here to celebrate. And that is why we are so pleased to share this wonderful wet moment with you. Merry, Merry Christmas, everybody. And now I would like to introduce our special guest this evening, Miss Isabella Girard. Come on over here, Isabella. Isabella, this is her first time in Washington, D.C. She's going to read for us a poem that she wrote about the Christmas tree, and then Isabella is going to light us. I usually don't like to be upstage, but she did such a great job that we thought we would save the best for last. So, Isabella, please, the microphone is yours.
Idaho is blessed with beautiful mountains and immense forests. In the winter, the mountains and forests are covered with snow, making the landscape look like never-ending clouds with skyscrapers covered in snow. Big, tall trees, beautiful to look at, amazing to see. Pristine mountains. As I sit in the forest, I find peace. As the wind blows through the tall ponderosa pines, I feel a sense of solitude and peacefulness. To someone that has never been in an Idaho forest, it is hard to understand the size and beauty. If only you could be here looking at these beautiful Idaho scenes.
All right. Isabella, this is the moment. Let's everybody count down
You ready, Isabella?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, look at that, look at that. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's great, good job. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? You want to come back over with your family?
What a stunning tree. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening. Please enjoy a safe and joyous evening and a great holiday season. Thank you.